Hey everybody, it's Medium Jody Jones. Happy Monday. Happy Solstice Monday. Coming to you guys live to do our card readings today because today is a very, very special energetic day and I want to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to get some insight and some guidance and some direction and some support. So we are going to do our card readings today. You can see I've got 3 different sets of decks going here. And let me know as you come on, say hi. Let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know how you're feeling today. Today is a big astrological day for our planet. We have been waiting for the December 21st for a very long time. We also have some magical planetary alignments that are happening tonight. And so it's bringing in very interesting energy, to say the least. Hi, everybody, as you're popping in. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Trudy. Hi, Lexi, Leatrice, Laura. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please share your comments in the comments. Please like and share this video. We're going to spread the light and raise the vibration today. We're going to help everybody raise the vibration of the planet. So I did my own personal solstice ceremony this morning so that I could gain some insight and clarity into what is going on, what's coming through for me, and being able to get some guidance and support on that. And so this is going to be your own personal solstice ceremony that we're going to do. I'm going to try and individualize it as much as possible so everybody can get their own guidance and insight into where they need it. So of course, you guys know that I work with a team of guides and angels, and I use them in every aspect of my life. I have conversations with them and prayers and meditations, and I use them to be my compass while I'm here in this physical vehicle. And I'm hoping that you guys are on that part of your journey where you're actually consciously bringing in spirit to work with you, to help support you and to help guide you. And I have a feeling that even those of you who are not consciously working with your guides and your angels yet, this new step into the Age of Aquarius is going to give everybody that little push or pull that they need to be able to actively connect with their spirit team. Okay. So yes, I can see everybody saying, so there's a lot of energy coming through, everybody. And so some of you guys will be feeling that in your physical bodies without a doubt. I've been talking about this for a few weeks now, saying that we all need to kind of ride this out a little bit. And I wasn't kidding when I was like, find a comfortable place to lay down and relax for a bit until the energies go through, because they're going to be intense. And, the thing about it is, when we are these souls and these, magical vibrational beings that we are, and then you put us into these physical vehicles and this denseness that we're not used to. And then all of a sudden now these higher vibrational energies are coming through these physical bodies. Yeah, it's a little bit to deal with. So we are going to tap into some divine guidance today. We're going to get some insights for everybody about what is going to be happening for us for 2021, what the Age of Aquarius means for us, and what we need to know about all of this. So you guys know, and I'm sure you're having the awareness about this, especially women, because we have our cycles, right? So everything on this planet is about cycles. And so not so much about time, right? Because we think we put so much power in time, and that's human thinking. The whole plan of at this age, I should be doing this. By this age, I should have accomplished that. Even in your day-to-day, right? How many times do you look at the clock to say, is it time to eat? Is it time to sleep? Is it time to go? Is it time to come? And what we are going to be learning in this new Age of Aquarius is that we are governed by cycles. And so cycles are much bigger, much broader than time. And so this is going to be a shift in the way that we do things, a shift in the way we see things, and a shift in the way we experience things. And so you notice for the cards today, so Spirit specifically gave me this layout of the cards that we're using, specifically gave me the decks that we will be using. And notice how they are all on top of each other. Can you see how they're all touching this? And so, of course, my team, when they work with me, they're always teaching me, they're always giving me insights. And so they wanted us to know that the reading that we're going to be getting today, so the first deck that we're using, the top set of cards there, is going to be the stuff that we still need to let go of. Because remember, this whole thing that's happening right now again is about endings and beginnings, right? And every cycle that we go through is about an ending and a beginning. It's just a continuality, right? Everything is always ending and beginning constantly. There's never stopping. And so the second deck you can see there, that is going to be about our beginnings. That's going to be about our purpose. That's going to be about what we're supposed to be doing, what we need to be doing, what our spirit teams would like us to be doing, what will be serving our purpose better. And then the last deck there is about our spiritual support. So it's almost like the cheat sheets that they're going to give us, that spiritual guidance that they will give us. And so it's very interesting because when Spirit was giving me the download for the reading that I'm doing for you guys today, they really wanted me to say to you guys that every experience that we have, whether it's good or bad, we are not meant to release it and let go of it completely. And I think that's something that maybe we have all been a little bit confused about, the thinking about, well, if I had this experience with this person and it was really bad and it made me feel really bad, I need to completely forget about it. I completely need to remove it from my vibrational energy. I need to cut it. I need to release it. I need to let it go. And I think we've all been hearing that and trying to do that and work through some of our hardest lessons that way. And so Spirit said to me, when we have these difficult life lessons or these most troubling experiences that we have, when we get through them, we're not meant to forget about it. We are meant to keep the reminders of that, the reminders of what we learned, the reminders of how well we did or how well we didn't do. But we are meant to kind of keep that vibrationally with us as a little bit of a badge of honor. So meaning that we know that, for future experiences, we don't do the same things that we did if it didn't work out well for us in the other ones, if that makes sense for us. And so they're explaining to us that we don't want to completely get rid of everything. And so that's why when they're showing us in the cards here, so the endings, the first deck being the endings of the stuff that we need to let go of, the stuff that we need to release. And then the second deck being the beginnings, the stuff that we are going to embrace, and then the help. They're showing me that everything is interconnected, everything is touching, everything is all connected. And part of the thing that we do as humans when we get into human mode and in these human vehicles is that we try to dissect everything and we try to separate everything. And in actuality, there's no separate. And if we were right now just all to spontaneously combust in these human vehicles, we would be all soul energy blending, merging together. And so when we do that, this is why we always have shared experiences. This is why many of us are on the same cycles. This is why many of us are on the same timelines, having the same experiences. And it's because we are all connected. And so I want you guys to know that there has been an agenda on this planet for a very long time of the divide and conquer. And so in the last 6 months, since this pandemic has come through the planet, it has been in full speed ahead, the divine and conquer plan. And so I want you guys to have the awareness. Spirit wants us all to have the awareness of this right now, that we are not meant to be separate. We are not meant to be separated. We are not meant to be divided against each other. And so remember, whatever your belief is, whatever your perception is, you need to remember that you need to do it from a place of love and not from a place of fear, because the agenda of divide and conquer is coming through very strongly right now through the vibration of fear. And we all need to recognize that. We all need to tune into that spark within us, our soul energy, our soul light, and make that brighter, make it stronger so that we can shine through the fear. And we can also support our brothers and our sisters and our beings, the other beings that are with us and around us. We can support them through that light, through the vibration of love. Okay, so guys, you know that massive shifts are happening today. And so we have an astrological age shift, which is happening. And so that's what they talk about with the Age of Aquarius. And so this only happens every 2,000 years or so. So just think about the massiveness of that. Every 2,000 years, this planet actually shifts into another astrological sign. And so this is where you're hearing about the shifting into the Age of Aquarius. And so we have been in the Age of Pisces for all of this time. And so if any of you out there are Pisces, then you will understand the vibrational energy of Pisces. But now we're shifting into the true age of Aquarius. And I say the true age of Aquarius because, you guys, it's interesting. I know that there are a lot of astrologists, and I don't, not trying to be an astrologist. I'm a medium psychic. So my take on things will be much different than a true astrologist would. But, we've heard that though the true age of Aquarius actually began in the 1960s, 1970s, the beginning of it. We've been in the age of Aquarius since then. And so I went in with meditation today and I asked Spirit about some clarity with that, because I wanted to know if this was really the age of Aquarius that we were going into, if we've been in the age of Aquarius, if it's just going to be more of the same old. And so I wanted some clarity on that. And so they gave me this really good perspective on it. And so, of course, in the 1960s and 1970s, you know that there was a movement that was coming through, it was the hippie movement, and it was the New Age movement, and it was the peace and love and all of that. And so they gave me this vision of how there were many beings on the planet at the time, many souls on the planet at the time, who were high vibrational and who wanted to help shift the vibrational energy of the planet. And so it was really like this movement that began. It was the beginning of it. And look how long it's taken for that movement to build power, and not in the same way, because remember, every group of souls that are doing work together are learning through the experience, through the processes. And of course, we've learned now so many different ways about shifting energy, changing energy, of how to do it, about vibrational energy. We've been given so many insights into how things work. And so, of course, processes are much different now. But they showed me that kind of movement began in the 60s and the 70s. But it's like a priming. It's been a slow process of bringing us into this actual shift into Aquarius energy, because the actual planet now, Mother Earth Gaia, is now shifting into the sign of Aquarius, which will bring us into the true age of Aquarius. And so I asked Spirit, does this happen all at once? Is there going to be a switch that happens? Everybody's marked December 21st on their calendar. Is this going to be like the day, D-Day, the event, the shift? And so they said to me, no. They said to me, again, this is the human conceptual thing about time and how there's a date and a calendar and a switch and off and on. And they said, no, they said that it's going to be a gradual process. Like, it's going to continue to be a gradual process. And probably for a good reason, because, I joke about the spontaneous combustion all of the time. But I'm telling you, if all of this stuff happened all at once for us, if we got all the downloads, I really do believe there would be some spontaneous combustion happening on the planet, which probably wouldn't be a good thing. So they showed me that it will be gradual. So today, Jupiter and Saturn could join in the sign of Aquarius, which, another is the connection. Remember, no such thing as accidents or coincidences. So these two massive giant planets coming together in the sign of Aquarius and closer than they've ever been, right? They're going to be creating this massive, massive vibrational glow that you're actually physically going to be able to see later tonight. And so and they're calling it the Great Conjunction, right? Of course, because of the alignment of the planets, which, again, I think only happens every 800 years. So we have some massive timeline shifts happening with that. And then come February, we have 7 other planets that are going to move into Aquarius as well. So you see how it's not going to be boom, the 21st, the solstice happens, and then boom, New Year's Day happens, and then we're in January. It's going to be a slower progression of things. And so it's really going to be a really good opportunity for many, many of us who are here to work on patience, who are here to work on perseverance, who are here to work on strength. All of this stuff coming through is going to give us many, many opportunities to work on that stuff. Okay, and so I asked Spirit specifically, what does the Age of Aquarius bring? What's it bringing for us? What do we have to look forward for this? And so I'm really kind of excited about what they gave me because this was really interesting. And so they said to me, there's going to be a different kind of softness of the energy. And so the abrasiveness that's been here for so long, the push and the pull, all of that is kind of going to soften a little bit for us so that our paths are going to become softer, less bumpy. So that, I'm telling you, that's exciting news. They said to me that we are going to have a heightened intuitiveness without the instability. And so they gave me that, again, the picture of the 60s and the 70s. And so, the new age hipsters and the people that are doing the psychedelics and, that kind of movement still exists here today, right? That's all, I take a special potion, I do a magical herb, and now I'm awakened and now I can see and now I've got intuitiveness. And so, of course, all of that is, you're literally jumping timelines, which you're not meant to do. And so there's an instability that comes with that. Again, Spirit's saying everything is a gradual process. Everything is something that we are supposed to be experiencing for the purpose of growing through it. We're not meant to skip through it or automatically, be transported into a realm where we're not capable of operating in. And so that heightened intuitiveness, let me know in the comments if you guys are feeling more and more of that. So your intuition feeling stronger, of those of you that can see spirit or feel spirit, you're feeling and connecting easier in another way too. Like you're feeling kind of the dimensions coming closer together. I know in my readings, I'm certainly feeling more and more of that, of an overlap of kind of, spirit coming more into my dimension, coming closer to me and me not having to go as far to be able to connect. They said to me, we are going to get intelligent feedback from the universe. And this is, I'm telling you, this is going to be very exciting. And so I think this is going to be coming to us in the waves of technology, new technology, but it's also going to be in the way of we are going to be getting feedback vibrationally, like instant feedback about, yes, you're on the right path. No, that's the wrong way to go. Yes, you should be supporting that person. No, you should be pulling back your energy on that. And they're showing me that they're saying like instantaneously getting the feedback on that. And I think that's going to be helping many, many people on their journeys. They said to me, we are going to be doing things a different way of doing all things. And so this is going to be probably the biggest hurdle for many of you that have been feeling like you're stuck or feeling like you're stagnant or feeling like you're kind of just missing the boat on things. And the reason for that is because you're just out of alignment with your higher self or your soul energy. And when I say just, I mean it's like can be a fraction of a frequency of just slipping over into the right frequency and being able to get into alignment. But part of that is going to be doing things differently. So seeing things differently, feeling things differently, recognizing that a new beginning has happened, a new way has happened. So it's all Spirit showing me right now. Imagine that overnight your feet grew. So you're normally a size 9, but you wake up in the morning and your feet are now a size 10. But then now you try and go and wear your size 9 shoes and they're just not going to fit anymore. So Spirit's showing me that that old way is, and trust me, they're saying there's going to be some of us that will try to stuff our size 10 feet into the size 9 shoe and try to continue like that. But it's not going to work. We are going to recognize, and especially, I love the analogy they're giving me, because especially in these human vehicles, we remember there's such a great energetic gauge for us. When we are going the wrong way or doing something the wrong way, it will show up in our physical body. And so imagine what your feet would feel like if you were a size 9 squishing into a size, your size 10 squishing into a size 9. Your toes would be crunched, your feet would be sore, you'd have instant pain throughout your entire body. And so remember that gauge, right? Whenever stuff is going up, showing up in your physical body, it's because you're out of alignment spiritually. You're out of alignment energetically. And so this new feedback that they're giving us, this new feedback that they're going to be helping us with is going to give us the instant insights of, don't want to do that. That doesn't feel right. So I'm going to pull back my energy and go in another direction. Okay. They gave me also being pushed outside our comfort zones. And so this will be a big thing too. This is about, expanding yourself a bit. This is about having more skin in the game, literally. And remember, guys, they say to me the game. This is hugely, hugely important because we've come here for the experience. We literally have come, we're like avatars that have come here to experience on Earth. And so the seriousness that we put around everything needs to be released. That rigidness, that, things are black and white and they're yes or they're no, that needs to be released in order to be able to blend and work with the new frequencies that are coming through. If we don't, you're going to find yourself really in a lot of that, that push and pull energy or that stuck stagnant energy. And so if anybody's feeling that, remember, these will be the insights that are going to help you get through that. You're going to recognize that there needs to be a little bit of surrender energy that comes through. Okay, and the last 2 points that they gave me, I'm like so excited about this stuff. So they said to me that celestial guardians and galactic beings will be working with us on a conscious level. And so again, for somebody who has been, working with guides and angels and galactic beings for many, many years now with myself and my clients, I'm telling you, it has made such a massive difference and shift in the way that I experience things. And so the fact that they're going to be working with all of us in a way that we can all recognize, I'm so excited about this. I'm really, really excited about it. And I'm excited that everybody is going to start having more experiences with that support. And it's part of that vibrational opening up. It's part of that, again, the biggest thing in Spirit's giving me this message right now is that remembering that you're a soul, remembering that you're not this human vehicle that you're driving, that you're a galactic being, you're a galactic soul that has many, many connections of support and guidance. And so this will be incredibly helpful for anybody who struggles with depression, anybody who's struggling with their lower vibrational energy. This will be a massive shifting for you. And the last point that they gave me was a new sense of belonging with purpose. And I'm really, really excited to see this because the thing that we do as humans when we self-sabotage or when we, create addictions in our lives, whether it's through drugs or alcohol or, anything else that is self-sabotaging. It's because there's no sense of purpose there, because there's no sense of belonging. There's no sense of having your true tribe or being a part of something. And so this is going to be a massive shift for everybody. This Age of Aquarius is going to be filled with that, the air energy around it, that's supporting, right? Like that energetic support. So I'm so excited. And I have to tell you guys, the fact that you guys are following my page and supporting my stuff and doing all that, remember, you are already part of a tribe. You're already part of a vibrational frequency that you're attracted to. And so really pay attention to that, to those people and places and teachers and guides that you feel called to, because they are here serving a purpose. And I think many of us teachers and guides are going to get more clarity on our sense of purpose. And that's why when I did my own ceremony this morning for myself, I got some great, great insights into how I'm to be of service and how I'm to support others. And so there's going to be some awesome stuff coming in for that. Okay, you guys ready to get into your readings for you? So for what's coming for you. So again, if you're not watching this live, if you've tuned in after the fact, you're still going to be able to do this, because I wanted to make sure that everybody got an opportunity to get their reading, their special reading. Okay. So for everybody that is joining me live right now, we are going to go in and we are going to get your specific reading. So I want you all to just begin by, wherever you are, closing your eyes. And hopefully you're not driving and listening to me. If you are, pull over to the side of the road. But I want you just to close your eyes, and I want you to take 3 slow, deep belly breaths. And by that, I mean, I want you to take a conscious breath. So in through your nose, following that breath all the way down through your physical vehicle, letting it go all the way down to your belly, and letting it sit and expand and send some healing energy there. And then let it come all the way back up and release it through your exhalation. And as you're doing this, this is a cycle. Spirit's telling me that this is a cycle of clearing, of renewing, of healing. And it's a cycle that we do all throughout the day. One of our most powerful cycles, our breath. So breathing in through your nose, taking it all the way down to your belly, letting it spread and expand, and then releasing it through your mouth with your exhalation. And really create a sense of purpose in this. Create a sense of intention that with your exhalation, you are removing any stagnant, stuck energy. You are releasing anything that no longer serves you. This can include tension, worry, anxiety, fear, doubts. You're releasing and removing all of it from your vibrational field to open up and to be able to receive. And taking in one more big, deep healing breath. Okay. So we are going to go in our first deck that we're going to be working with. This is all going to be about this is going to be about our releasing, our letting go, our old, the closing, all of the stuff that causes the stagnant energy, the stuck energy, all of that causes us to feel disconnected. We are going to be having the awareness on this so that we can work through it and then we can move on from it. Remember, Spirit doesn't want us to completely let go of it, because they want us to recognize that can be part of our energy that causes us to slow down, so that we can have the recognition of it. Okay? Because if we don't have the recognition of the vibrational frequencies that bring us down, then we will keep them in our vibrational energy and use them. And Spirit doesn't want us to be doing that. It doesn't make any sense for us vibrationally. Okay, so our first card I'm going to have you all, right, we're going to do it like this. Close your eyes right now. Call upon your team of guides and angels and ask them to give you the message of what you need to release, what you need to let go of, what you need to surrender, what no longer serves you, and also going to give you insights into anything that you've swept under the rug. So things that you kind of like just have been putting on your to-do list and haven't gotten around to it yet. And that it's been affecting your vibrational frequency, maybe without you even having the awareness of it. Okay, so everybody choose your card, and if you're going live with me right now, then put your card number in the comments. So you're going to choose 1, 2, or 3. I do everything in 3s. 3 is one of my favorite vibrational numbers. So you're going to choose card number 1, number 2, or number 3. As soon as I see some of your numbers coming up in the comments, then I will start going in and choosing the card and doing the reading. So remember, if this first card that you're choosing, this is going to be what you need to release, what you need to surrender, what you need to let go of, what you still need to work on. Remember, this is gradual, guys. We're not hitting December 21st and now all of a sudden we've all got our angel wings on. It's not working like that. But they're saying, to me right now, we can let go of the idea of the struggle. We can let go of the idea that everything needs to be hard in order for it to be good. So just putting in the comments right now, your card number. So 1, 2, or 3 that you're choosing. This is for our endings. This is about our endings. So 1, 2, or 3, and this is your card about endings. I'm just going to give everybody just a couple minutes to make sure that they're choosing the right card for this message, because this is probably going to be one of the most important readings that you receive all year long. It's going to give you the head start into where you need to be going, what you need to be doing, and to help you on this massive transformation that we are all magically a part of right now. So 1, 2, or 3 is going to be the card that you choose for your ending. This is your ending, what you need to release, what you need to surrender, what you need to let go of. Okay. And don't forget to like this post, guys. I know everybody gets excited and leaves comments, but your likes mean a lot to me as well. Okay, so everybody's ready. We're going to choose our card number 1. And so card number 1 is right here. So card number 1 is surrender your belief in scarcity. Can everybody see that? And so the card is saying the universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Now, this card is all about gratitude. This is all about feeling vibrationally thankful for what you do have, feeling vibrationally thankful for your experience. And Spirit's telling me right now, feeling vibrationally thankful for those people, places, things, events that have hurt you the most. And I know for some of you that's going to be hard. I know for some of you who are very strong constitutionally, that's going to be a big one to work on and to be able to let go of. But you have to understand this, that if you have any kind of lower vibrational feelings towards a person about an experience, and you're holding it in your vibrational energy, whether you've moved on or not, it's affecting you vibrationally. It's not affecting the person vibrationally. It's affecting you vibrationally. And so you need to be able to surrender that vibrational energy. And this is why, when you hear the teachers and the guides talk about forgiveness is not about forgetting. because again, the Spirit made that clear to us. They don't want us to forget the experiences because we've learned from it, but they want us to be able to remove that frequency from your vibration. And so this will be, some of you will have a little bit of work to do on this. So if you, after today, maybe your day to do it within the next couple of days, make sure that you dig into this, but really feel into that person, that experience that you had that was not good. Maybe it's, an ex-partner, an ex-relationship, a friend that's not there, any of that. Feel through it and just do a little bit of an internal check in to see of how much you're actually holding on to vibrationally still connected to that experience, and then decide to release the frequency. Remember, you're not going to release the memory. You're going to remember the experience because you're going to have learnt from it because you don't want to do it again, but you're going to recognize the way that the frequency makes you feel, and you're going to release it and let it go. Okay. So Kathy's saying to me, what if you have multiple? Then that's awesome. Then you will use all of the cards as your messages. Okay, so that's card number 1, guys. That's card number 1. And I'll just put it here. Card number 2 is going to be, and of course this is one that has been used so much, it's flipped over. Sorry. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. And so this card, this is number 2 on our releasing on our first deck. Listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. So I love the way Spirit has put this all together, because if you remember the stuff I talked about in the beginning about the channeled information that came in about the Age of Aquarius and how this is going to be different for us, one of the things that they told us is to be using our bodies as gauges more, right? The whole shoe analogy, trying to fit into a shoe that doesn't fit you anymore. Really, really important that as these new frequencies come in, we pay massive attention to how we're feeling physically. This is really important, and Spirit's showing me right now, especially with your spiritual guides, your spiritual leaders, your spiritual teachers, because one thing I want you guys to remember is that we are all on this path with you. We are all learning on this path. We are all gaining insight on this path. There are no ascended masters in human form among us. And what do I mean when I say that? I mean that there is nothing that any teacher says to you that is the law, that is the word, that is the final. Remember, you are meant to take information that you receive from any teacher, put it through your own filter, and take what is an energetic match to you and leave what is not. Really, really important, guys. And you think about this, they're showing me literally, the church, the state of church, the religion, how when we put a preacher or a minister on a stage and we give them a microphone and everything that comes out of their mouth is the word of God and it's everything that we are supposed to believe. This is not the truth of it. And here's the thing that, they want us to see is that each teacher, each guide that's here, including myself, when we give you information, it's coming through our own filter. So remember, there may be bits and pieces that you take and that resonate with you and that will work with you. And that's what you're meant to do. That's why there are many, many different teachers. And it's good to have many different sources of information so that you can take what you need and leave what you don't. But this is card number 2. So this is our card number 2, surrendering to the wisdom of your body. Card number 3, and this is still in our letting go, releasing what we need to release. This is surrender to prayer. So give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe and answers and support will arrive. So for those of you who are not incorporating prayer into your practice, this is your sign. This is your message from Spirit that it's time to surrender to prayer. remember also in the, in the 7 points that they gave me about what's coming through, it was, they talked about the celestial guardians and galactic beings coming and working with us. When you are praying, when you're sending out your prayer, that's who's receiving it. You're not just praying to the air. You're just not praying to, a make-believe fictitious place called heaven, or, you're actually praying to energetic vibrational beings that are hearing your prayers and that are helping to answer your prayers. Okay, so everybody who chose card number 3 in the endings, this is really, really important. This is also, remember, when they talk to us about doing things in a new way. So if you're somebody that says, I've been praying all of the time, or I always pray, and that's praying is all that I'm doing, I want you guys to just consider doing it in a different way. They're saying shifting it out of the prayer of in victim mode, because often people will only use prayer when they are in a bad place, right? When they're feeling really low, when they're crying, when they're in that kind of state. And prayer is meant to be used all of the time. Prayer is meant to be used through the vibration of love, through the vibration of gratitude. And so this will be important to remember. Okay. So those are our 3 cards. And so just do a quick recap. So card number 1, this is surrender your belief in scarcity. This is about our endings. This is our endings reading. Card number 2 is surrender to the wisdom of your body. And it's literally breaking. You see that? Some of our bodies need some love. And then card number 3 is surrender to prayer. Okay. Everybody's still here. Everybody's still hanging on. Okay. So now, guys, we are going to go in and we are going to use our second deck of cards. This is going to be about our new beginnings. This is going to be about the new cycle. This is going to be about our purpose, our sense of belonging, our sense of who we are. Okay, and so everybody, I want you to close your eyes again. I want you to take in a big, deep, healing belly breath. I want you to call in your guides and your angels. I want you to ask them to show you which card will be giving you the best message of your new beginning, of what's coming for you in 2021, what's coming for you in the Age of Aquarius, what this means for you. And so everybody doing this, I want you to ask your team of guides and angels to show you 1, 2, or 3. That will be your card. As soon as you hear your card or see your card or feel your card number, I want you to write it down in the comments. So you're going to leave 1, 2, or 3. This is about your new beginning. This is about what's coming for you. This is about what the Age of Aquarius is going to mean to you specifically. This is going to be the new sense of purpose, the new sense of belonging, the new sense of connection. And so choosing cards 1, 2, or 3, and just leave it in the comments. And remember, when we're doing this work, when we're working with spirit, do your best to receive the information telepathically. So don't think about a number. I always, when I'm teaching my mediumship and psychic development classes, one of the biggest things we teach is to trust your intuition. And so when we're receiving information from spirit, it does not come through the mind. It will come through our physical body, sometimes through our chakras, but often through our clairs. So meaning you will hear it, you will see it, or you will feel it. And so for your new beginning, you're just choosing card 1, 2, or 3. And this will be your message about your new sense of purpose, your divine guidance, what's coming for you. So card 1, 2, or 3. Okay. And so card number 1 is the animals card. And so this says, you understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance, as the animals are a part of your life's work. And so this message is more just about animals, though. This is about that softer energy, that softness. It's also about the inner child, the play, the having more a sense of lightness in the way you do things, in the way you experience things. So think just for a moment, how you feel when you're around animals, and how just petting an animal slows you down, right? Makes you take your time about things. Makes you also kind of feel that comfortable, that security, that loving. It's really that vibrational energy of love that's coming through, right? And they're also talking to me about this more of you being able to work with your spirit guide animals. And so having, again, that conscious awareness of a greater source out there that is working with you, working alongside you, and helping to support you. So if anybody's picked this card as their new beginning card and you have no connection with animals, this really, as they're telling me, Spirit saying to me, it's about the slowing down. It's about the self-love, the self-care, the nurturing, about finding more sources in your life that bring that kind of vibrational energy to you. That's going to be the biggest help for you on this new path into Aquarius, into the new 2021. It's going to be that softening, that slowing down, that nurturing energy that's coming through. Okay, so that's card number 1, guys. That is card number 1. Okay, so card number 2 for the beginnings is... That's upside down. Okay, so card number 2 is sensitivity. Card number 2 is you're becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. So this card is perfect for anybody out there who has considered themselves to be an empath, who has considered themselves to be weak, who has considered themselves not who they want to be or strong enough who they want to be. This is really, really important because this is talking about embracing the sensitivity. We talk about in my empath group online, we are becoming empowered empaths. So having the knowing that the sensitivity is a good thing, because those of us who are experiencing things on a heightened level and who always have been, we will be the guides. We will be, we are the ones who feel things first. We are the ones who have the experiences first. So we are the ones that are going to be, having the experiences and shining the lights for everybody so that they know that it's survivable, that they know that it's doable, that they know that they can actually get through it and be better because of it. So this is going to be about embracing the new you. Remember, this is going to be a massive shift for everybody. Remember, Spirit talked about a different kind of softness, they said to us about the Age of Aquarius. So this is going to be for anybody who, feels that they have to be a little bit tougher, a little bit stronger all the time. Spirit tells me they're called the fixers, the people that have to go in and fix everybody's stuff all the time. There's going to be a softness that's coming through in your vibrational energy. This is going to feel awkward to you. It's going to feel uncomfortable to you, but it's going to be about the new you coming through. It's about that letting go of the warrior energy, right? They say to us, you can't be an angry peacekeeper. And this is the truth about it. You cannot have warrior energy and have the vibration of love coming through you. They're a yin and yang. And so for those of you that have the warrior energy all the time, this sensitivity is going to be more about what's going to help you get through this and what's going to be coming for you. So that's card number 2. So card number 3 in our new beginnings in what's coming through for you is this card. So card number 3 is you're on the right path. And so this is keep doing what you're doing because it's working. So this is perfect for anybody who needs the validation and, the insights that all of the stuff that you've been doing is going the way that it's supposed to be going. One of the biggest questions I get asked all the time is, am I on the right path? And of course, the answer to this is always you're on the path that you've chosen. But for those of you who have chosen this card number 3, this is the validation that what you're doing is the way that it's supposed to be going. That even though if it feels like everything's not perfect for you, your perception is going to shift because you're going to have the support and knowing that you're on the right path, that you're going in the right direction. And again, so Spirit's saying to me, shift the way that you're seeing things or the way that you think things are supposed to look, because this is again, it's going to be about that softening the energy, right? About having that intelligent feedback coming back from the universe. So you're going to be more open and more receptive to be able to say, is this the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? Is this going to serve me in the best way? And literally you're going to get instant feedback on that. So be aware of that information. New information is going to be coming through for you, but this is great validation for anybody who chose card number 3. Okay, so just a recap of the cards that we chose. This is for our new beginnings. This is for the stuff that's coming. And so card number 1 was the animals card. And so remember that, though, that's about softening, slowing down, about self-care, nurturing. Card number 2 was the sensitivity card. And then card number 3 was the you're on the right path card. And I have to tell you, these cards normally don't come up together. I've never seen them come up together like that. And again, they all have that, like, the Aquarian energy to it. They really do. They've got that airy, softer, all of the cards so far. So I'm pretty impressed with that. Okay, so now card number 3 is going to be, this is the divine guidance. This is the support. This is the magic. This is the stuff that your team wants you to remember that you have access to all of the time. So remember, this is going to be about getting out of the human mode, getting out of thinking like a human, acting like a human, being the human, doing the human. This is going to be about knowing that whenever you're hitting a blip in the program or things are feeling difficult or uncomfortable, this is going to be your source of inspiration, your source of guidance, your source of connection. So again, everybody, I just want you to close your eyes for a moment. I want you to take in a big, deep, healing breath, just connecting with your guides and your angels, and ask them how they are best going to support you, where you will best find your support, what it is that you need to remember that will give you the inspiration, the connection, the direction. And choose cards 1, 2, or 3. And so as soon as you receive the card number that is meant for you, I want you to put it in the comments. So card 1, 2, or 3, this is going to be your divine spark, your connection, your magic. This is going to be your go-to. This is going to be your life raft. This is going to be what you need to remember when you face a hiccup or when you face a challenge or when things become what you didn't expect them to be. Card 1, 2, or 3. And again, Spirit's saying to me, it's the divine support. So remember that one of the points that they gave me was that celestial guardians and galactic beings. So I think part of that too is, and the reason why they gave them to me in that language is that expansion of the consciousness. So it's not just angels. It's not just guides that we're talking about in the sense that we talk about, our spirit guides or our guardian angels. I think they're talking, the reason I've never heard the language of that before from Spirit of celestial guardians and galactic beings. So we need to embrace that. Okay, so everybody, 1, 2, or 3. And so if you're having a hard time choosing between 1 and 3, then remember there'll be multiple cards for you to choose. Remember also, even if the card that you didn't specifically choose, there will be a message in the other cards for you guys. I want you to remember that, okay? Remember, it's specifically for you, but the other cards will have a significant meaning for you as well. There's a reason why you're watching the video. There's a reason why you're on the live with me today. And so know that there is insight for you in this, okay? So 1, 2, or 3, leave it in the comments, guys. This is your magical card. This is your tool that's going to help you, your spark. Okay, so card number 1 is the Woot Woot card. And so, guys, this card is all about excitement. This is literally about just stopping in your tracks and doing the woohoo, having that kind of energy come through you. Their Spirit's literally showing me the jumping up and down for joy, the remembering that shaking your physical body, moving your physical body will actually raise your vibrational energy. Spirit saying to me, this is particularly important for anybody that has that stuck, stagnant energy, or anybody who is a little bit stubborn. So anybody who's a little bit reluctant to change, who doesn't want to be able to do the stuff they need to do, they're talking about physically shaking things up. So for you, this will be your little magic go-to. It'll be like that, literally feeling that excitement from within, tuning into that vibrational frequency of excitement and bringing it into your story. Okay? So that is card number 1. Card number 2 is in here. Card number 2 is brand spanking new. So this is all about really letting go of the old stuff, knowing, having this inner child, like that everything that's coming through is going to be experienced in a different way, that you are now saying to your team, all of the life lessons that I've been having, that I haven't been getting, that haven't been working, I'm going to receive them in a new way. And so because you were opening up frequency to receive, they are going to start giving you things in a new way. They're going to be a new way of seeing it, a new way of experiencing it. And it's like that new excitement. So feel the vibration of how something feels when it's new. And so for those of you, again, who are reluctant to change, like, I want you to recognize that feeling within you. Like, if you're somebody who really likes the same old, and, it's good enough, remember, they're talking about shaking things up a bit. This is going to be about shaking things up for you. And for those of you who get excited about something new, think about how it feels to get a new car, the new car smell, the new puppy, the new house, the new shoes, all of that stuff, the new romance, all the doing something for the first time. Think about how that feels vibrationally within you, and that's going to be the vibrational frequency that helps you to get through any of the challenges. It's the new, the feeling of the new, the excitement. Okay, and card number 3 is at your service. And so this is the whole acknowledgement, is that you've got this galactic team with you. You've got these celestial guardians that are with you. You have your angels and you have your guides, and they are here with you. They are here to help you in a more powerful, more profound way than they ever have been before. And again, so Spirit is reminding me about this. You need to let go of the way that you think things are supposed to be about this. So having a spirit guide, having this does not mean that you're going to open your eyes and you're going to see an angel in front of you, or you're going to see feathers floating down for you. It's going to look different for you this time. It's going to have this sense of belonging, this sense of knowing, this sense of communication, this sense of connection. And they're literally saying to me, at your fingertips. So meaning, the second that you get into the vibrational alignment with your higher self of the receiving of the connection energy, you're going to feel that shift, and that will be your connection. That will be your source. And of course, your team is saying, we're at your service. We are here to service you. We are here to be of service. We are here to support you and to guide you. That's card number 3. So just a recap then of our magical cards that we are going to be working with, our magical vibrational energy coming in. So card number 1 was the Woot Woot card. So that is the literally, standing up, jumping up for joy, expressing that vibration through you. Card number 2 was the brand spanking new. So that's that tapping in to that sense of things being new, of things being different, of things being renewed. That feeling is what you're going to be tapping into. That's the vibrational frequency you want to tap into. And then card number 3 was the at your service card. And so this really, for many of you, is going to be grounding energy. It's going to be supportive energy. It's going to be loving energy. It's going to be new, though. It's going to be new for many, many of you, that kind of energy coming in. That's going to be different for you. And so it might take a little bit of time to adapt to it. But once you get into sync with it, it's going to be shifting your experience big time. Okay. So this is all, that's a lot, right? A lot of information that came through for us today. And the cool thing is that it's on the video. So you can go back and you can watch the video again, go back to your card, see what your specific card means to you, see specifically what you're supposed to be doing with it, where you're supposed to be going, how you're supposed to be making the shift. So Spirit is wanting me to remind you before I sign off here that everything that we have, everything that we do, every experience that we will have is a choice. And we lose this when we get lost in the human mode, when we get lost in the human role of the just doing all of the time. And so you can take the information that we just went through today, all of the spiritual guidance, all of the support that we got, and you can incorporate it now into your being, into your doing, into your experience, and you can use them as tools, or you can choose not to. You can choose to do the same old, same old. And I can tell you this, though, for those who choose not to have any type of connection, those who choose not to get into alignment, those who choose not to do the work on themselves, this is going to be an incredibly difficult time for you in this particular lifetime. And so remember, this will be the gauge for everybody. When things are feeling uncomfortable for you or feeling difficult for you, it's because you've gotten into vibrational alignment with something that you do not want, that does not serve a purpose for you, other than to let you know to get out of vibrational alignment with it. Okay, guys. So I'm so excited for what is coming through for all of us. These energies are going to be intense for the next little while. It's going to be like the breaking through into the new cycle, right? This is, and luckily, the air of Aquarius is going to kind of help us sail through. It's going to make us, it'll be a little bit easier for us if we get into the vibrational alignment with the release, the surrender. If we let go of the vibrational energy of ego, right, of the push, the pull, and if we tune into our intuition more and we listen to our physical bodies and use them as our gauge. Okay, guys, I am sending you all huge, huge blessings. And I know that I will see many of you in the new year. If you haven't done so, please go to my website and sign up for my newsletter, become one of my subscribers, so that you know exactly when the classes are coming out, when the workshops are coming out, all of the healings that I'm offering, everything will be there for you. And trust me when I say I will be continuing to do the work on myself, continuing to follow the direction and guidance of my spiritual team, so that the tools and gifts that I'm able to offer you serve a purpose, and that you will be able to grow with me. Okay. And I can see there's lots of questions in there. I will take some time later today, guys, and go in and answer some specific questions in there. So if you are watching this on a replay, please just go in and leave a comment in the messages, message in the comments, and I'll go back and I will touch base with some of you guys. Okay, my lovely, sending you all huge, huge blessings, and I will talk to you soon. Take care, everybody, and enjoy this energy.